Well, hey everybody, welcome to TFT, Tarot for Today, Divine Dabblings with Oberon, and me, Banshee. It's me, Banshee, with my Material Matters segment, your weekly tarot keys to success in business, education, and finance. Hey, welcome to the show. Welcome to the show. Well, we got a shorter work week this week. I'm going to be using the Business Astrology Oracle. And this one is by Catherine Hocking. We've used it before. Let's see what we get this week. It is a shorter week in America. We do have a holiday. Of course, some people still have to work in retail, etc. All those Memorial Day sales. All right. Restaurants and other eateries might be open, so not everybody gets a holiday. But hopefully they get some holiday pay or some compensation for it. All right. Well, anyway, let's get on with this. Oh, that's nice. It's actually Pisces. And under it, it says the mystic. Mystic. All right, that's number 12, of course. And that certainly makes sense. I'm going to move this up just a little bit, maybe, unless it's hard for me to reach. We'll try that. This will be a little better view for you. All right, number 12. Pisces is the mystic. The keywords are intuitive, sensitive, psychic, and compassionate. If you pull this card, you have immense wisdom inside of you, a wise grandmother version of yourself. Simply go within and connect to the divine messages that are available to you in every moment. Now is the time to stop handing over your power to business guides and gurus, and to recognize that you are your own mystic and your truest guide. You are the preeminent elder of your life. Make space for your personal mysticism and become the highest version of yourself. Ask yourself, where am I handing over my power to an external force? And your affirmation should be, I am my own oracle, and all the answers I need are inside of me. Well, boy, do I like that one. You know, to be fair, sometimes we can't see the bigger picture of things. We're blinded by our own biases and prejudices and, our own belief system. And sometimes we need that outside factor to guide us and to make us see things from maybe a different perspective. But for the most part, business people, creatives, really have to rely on what's inside of them. You have the creative potential to succeed. You have your own ideas to further your ambitions. And what works for others doesn't necessarily work for you. So this card is encouraging you to follow your own wisdom, to follow your own creative impulses and see where they take you. That's what I have for the collective. Good luck with that. We all have intuitive psychic abilities. You just have to use them. Try using them once in a while. You'll be surprised. All right. So that's what I have for the collective. I'd like to say I'm taking a holiday from what's going on in the world, though I have no news, and I really don't have much news. I do know that, of course, we'll just go with the usual, that nothing has changed in the Strait of Hormuz. There is no deal. The strait is still closed to most things, and, you know, some places are suffering more from this than others. And so we have to be mindful that, you know, everything is shifting and changing. I did see some interesting things about AI, but I'm not sure how I want to address that yet. So I might bring that up again next week. Also, Stephen Colbert's show is gone. That leaves a lot of his staff and everybody out of work due to, you know, an inability of the powers that be to appreciate jokes. And, you know, I understand that they can be humiliating, that they can embarrass you, etc., but it's humor. It's humor. Quit taking yourself so seriously. There are many people who now have to find jobs elsewhere when they had a wonderful working team together, and despite CBS's claims, they were pretty successful. So I'm not wishing good luck to CBS and Paramount, but I am wishing the best to Stephen Colbert, who donated I can't remember how many, $2 million plus dollars to the World Food Kitchen to feed the hungry. And unlike Jeff Bezos, who just doesn't want to pay his taxes or, say, pay the fines in New York City for breaking their idling laws, that's a shame. That's really shameful. You have a lot of money and you could make a difference. Quit saying your tax dollars would not make a difference. I grew up from a generation that benefited from taxing the rich, okay? So that's all I'm going to say this week, and let's move on. I want to remind everybody that the readings I'm about to do for the astrological signs of the zodiac are good for the week of May 24th through May 30th. The moon will be going from Virgo on May 24th into the signs all the way to Scorpio on May 30th, and on that day it will be transiting into Sagittarius. And the only thing I have to report, there's really not much big things astrologically that I could note. You know, there are other things that, you know, conjunctions and aspects that other astrologers can note. But, you know, none of the things, the big planet movements. I want to remind everybody, though, that Monday is Memorial Day in the U.S. It is a holiday. There's no mail service that day. And it's a solemn holiday where we recognize and honor those who gave their lives to serve their country. You know, it's not a celebratory time. People are celebrating this weekend because they consider Memorial Day an unofficial start to summer. Because number one, it's a big holiday weekend as the weather's getting warmer, and so people will do that. So enjoy the day, and if you treat it solemnly, light a candle, think of those who have given, who have sacrificed their all, you know, for their country. There's a message there, all right, for all of us about sacrifice, and we should be grateful. All right, so on with the show. Let's start with Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. And one more shuffle for you. I shuffled these pretty good, I thought, before the show. Well, Aries, you start with the Magician reversed. And following that is the Star reversed. And the Sun reversed. Well, Okay, so with the Magician reversed, this is cautioning you this week. Don't try to pretend you're something that you're not. It will not go well for you if you do. People will see through that. You know, if you don't have the skills, the talent, the ability to take on a certain job or certain tasks or assignments, don't play like you do. You will feel very unhappy with the results. You'll be disappointed and you'll feel pessimistic about your future, what your peers, your colleagues, and people think of you. So think about your reputation here. And, you know, if you're a person in power and authority, use that wisely, use it wisely, because otherwise it's going to reflect poorly on you all the way around. There could be some, and I have to say for people in business, don't pretend your products are something that they aren't. Don't try to sell people, don't try to manipulate people to get a sale. Be upfront, be honest. Otherwise, you're going to feel not too happy about the results this week. Well, good luck, Aries. Good luck with that. Okay, Taurian, Sun, Moon, Rising. Speaking to you for the week ahead. All right. Well, Taurians start with the Ace of Wands, upright. The Three of Pentacles is upright. It's nice to see. Wow. And the World is upright. Job well done this week, Taurians. You know, whether you're a student, whether you're, and I know that most classes are letting out, but for those of you who are maybe continuing on, you know, taking summer classes, which I don't think have started yet. So let's just talk about this. There's a new beginning coming. You know, whether you're a prospective student, you're looking forward to getting engaged, getting involved, and working on completing that degree. I think here, too, this is a new beginning for you Taurians, either financially, maybe new places to invest your money, maybe some real estate transactions or deals if you're wheeling and dealing in real estate. And it will come through working with others. It seems like teamwork is the key to success for you Taurians this week. And do your part, because if you do, it looks as though success is assured. You will have a happy ending. You will be able to finish what you started this week. You will make progress, and you will feel really like celebrating by week's end. So whatever this is, it's pretty darn good for you Taurians. Good luck with that. All right. How about you, Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising? Taurians aren't going to let a short work week stop them from getting everything done. Let's see what you're going to do. All right. Well, you have the star upright, Geminis. You have the moon reversed. We're seeing a lot of major arcana early on here in these readings. And the Five of Cups is upright. Wow, it's very interesting for me, Geminis, to see the moon in between the Five of Cups and the star. Because, you know, they're kind of opposites here. You've been feeling very optimistic and hopeful about the future, but there's a possibility some news that you receive, or maybe some gossip even, you know, that you're hearing at the water cooler or whatever, or from your financial advisors or other people, you know, who are investing similarly, maybe that you're networking with, is going to be very disappointing to you. You're going to feel very disappointed and possibly suffer a loss. I'm wondering here if some of you are going to find out that even though you've been feeling good about your positions at work, that maybe there's going to be some layoffs and you're worried about about the future. You're worried that you are on the chopping block. So there definitely is a potential for loss here. So be aware of that, and pay attention to signs and news that you are receiving this week. Good luck with that. Hey, Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Oops. I don't want my screen to go dark. Well, Cancerians, you start with another 5. It's the 5 of Pentacles, upright. The 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands is reversed. And the Knight of Pentacles is here, and it's upright. That's good. Well, all right, well, this week starts out very disappointing. I don't know if you guys, some of you guys are experiencing some serious financial losses or setbacks at this time. It could be maybe some of you have been laid off and, you know, you're collecting your last paycheck or something like that. And nothing is on the horizon right now coming in for you. I want you to take it easy, and I want you to think things through, and I want you to make slow, steady progress. Start looking for ways to turn your situation around. Seek help if you need it. Number 1, you know, seek help from various institutions to see if you can't get some help to meet your, you know, to make ends meet. I know right now there's even more going on than just people getting laid off. People on low-end work jobs are having a hard time, you know, with the rising costs of everything, including gas. Some of you may even have trouble, you know, getting, you know, you're getting on your Uber routes. And you know, all the people that use their vehicles to drive to their jobs, you know, miles away, this is a real burden on you, and especially if salaries are stagnant right now. So there's a lot to be nervous about and feeling disappointed about, and not knowing where to turn or where to go from here, and nothing seems to be coming in right now. Seek help, seek a way forward, think this through, and take this one day, one step at a time. Boy, I wish you luck with that, Cancerians. Hey, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Oops, I wanted to do that. You have the King of Cups. The King of Cups is upright. Ooh, you have the Wheel of Fortune upright as well. Uh-oh, and here comes the devil. All right. Well, you know, when luck is in your favor and things are going your way, there's a lot of temptations you have to deal with here. Be sure that you handle this time period of good fortune, whether it's good financial returns coming in, whether your business is picking up, whether your career is going in the right direction, you're getting promotions, you got a new great job. Keep your emotions balanced. Don't let it get to your head, you know, and take it in stride. And also maybe don't be tempted to get greedy about it or to boast or brag to others. You know, don't be addicted to success to that extent. You know, people are hurting right now, and show some empathy. Right? Be empathic, especially, you know, we want to be proud of what you've done, and we want you to be proud of what you've done. But let's not get carried away, okay? Because others are hurting right now. And don't tie yourself in so much to the success that you forget that maybe you might be able to lend a hand and help someone else out at this time, since you're doing so well. Remember, sometimes there's not much separating you from the wealthy part to poverty. This can happen to people at a moment's notice. People have won the lottery, for example, right? They've lost their millions by not treating it properly. So be careful how you use your good fortune, Leos, but good luck to you. Looks good. Hey, Virgo, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. All right. You have the Page of Pentacles upright. You have the Ace of Pentacles reversed. This is very interesting, too, reading, Virgo. And the Ten of Swords is reversed. All right. Well, I think the middle card is holding key to me here. I'm going to start there. I feel that maybe there's been delays and disappointments with getting something off the ground, okay? You know, whether you couldn't get financial backing, or, you know, the answers have been delayed, whether you're having problems you know, balancing your budgets right now, so you can't enact anything new, create a new product line, etc. Perhaps a new investment is not paying off. I have a feeling there's a turnaround coming because of these two cards on the ends here. I feel that, you know, there might be some good news coming. You might, you know, maybe it was just delayed. So try to be a little bit patient with things. I'm shaking my camera. I just saw that. Try to be a little bit patient and let things play out a little bit longer, because I do feel a recovery may be coming. You may feel like you're getting burned by someone, but I have a feeling, you know, this is going to turn around. There's going to be some good news coming in for you, Virgos. So hang in there, be patient, and don't push the envelope. You know, Pentacles operate kind of slowly anyway. Good luck with that. And Pentacles sometimes say to be patient. All right, we are on Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Yeah, the camera is shaking. I almost need another table to shuffle on. Sorry about that. Librans have the Four of Pentacles upright. The Six of Wands is reversed. Oh, and the Page of Pentacles is reversed. Let's show that again. There we go. You know, right now, there might not be so much success working on or relying on others for support. You may have to go it alone, or you may have to just kind of hold in place for now. It seems like you're in a good financial material position right now, and oftentimes when this card is upright, it's saying to hold on. Hold on to what you have and appreciate it, value it more. So don't spend it frivolously. Don't buy into other people's things if they aren't there to support you. I feel here that you're going to be disappointed in some venture, project, or planning involving other people. And maybe it's best then to say, okay, I'm not going to do it. I'm just going to hold back for a while and not get involved with people who don't seem to value what you have to offer. So Whatever that means. You know, if you're trying to buy somebody into a proposal you have, etc., and they're not interested, maybe you have to go it alone. Good luck with that. Hey, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Let's see what we have for you, Scorpios. You have another 6, and like there was a 6 in the last reading, but this is the 6 of Swords, and the 6 of Swords is reversed. You have the World upright. I'm getting a picture here. And the 4 of Swords is here, reversed. Well, what's interesting to me is that, you know, this card is kind of about stagnation or staying where you are. Maybe conditions aren't perfect. Maybe conditions are actually not good at all. But you maybe need to stay there for some time, or you're very hesitant to move forward. Do you feel like there's something you need to finish up here? Like, for example, if you're in a job, a toxic work environment, but you're learning the ropes and you really want to gain more experience before you try to move out of there, you're trying to complete something. Perhaps too, you're kind of stuck at, you know, you're a student right now and you're in school and you're stuck still trying to complete your program. Maybe, you know, you're not happy with conditions at the school, the costs of things right now, stuff like that. But it really behooves you to finish what you've started. You have energy, drive, and motivation right now. You are in a good place to get something done. And once you get this completed, you can move on and move forward. Good luck with that. Good luck with that, Scorpios. Hey, Sagittarians, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. All right. Well, you have our friend, the Two of Swords. We've been seeing a lot of this card for the cards for the collective. Two of Swords is upright, Sagittarians. Just like you, always thinking. And the Emperor is reversed. Ooh. The Lovers is reversed. Well, okay, Sagittarians, I feel here you need to really step back. Step back and figure out what's wrong here. There just seems to be a lot of chaos in your world. You can't seem, like, for example, if you're managing people, you're having all kinds of issues right now, management concerns and issues regarding trying to get everybody on the same page or everybody working together. Maybe you're pushing them too hard. Maybe you're micromanaging. You need to stop this behavior. You're making some bad choices here in whatever this is involved. It could involve maybe, you know, your financial situation right now. You're mismanaging your money. And so you really need to make better decisions for yourself. So step back, do some soul searching, some deep thinking, and figure out how to right this ship. Good luck with that. Hey, Capricorns. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. Okay. Capricorns have the Nine of Pentacles reversed. Another 9. The Nine of Swords is reversed. And the Knight of Pentacles is reversed. You got 3 reversals here. Well, not the end of the world kind of stuff, actually, for the most part, Capricorns. You know, I feel here you're not in a bad space right now, but you're feeling anxious and stressed because you want more out of life. Doesn't everybody right now? Everything is horrible, you know. I mean, economically, things are, we're in crisis mode, you know, with the Strait of Hormuz shut down and all of these things going on in the world, the uncertainty, the trade issues going on between countries. I mean, we all want more right now. We want more out of life than what we're seeing. And it's understandable that you might feel anxious about it, but really, it's time to alleviate your fears. Figure out what's real and what's not for you and then act upon it. But right now, I really do feel that these fears are unmotivating you. They're making you feel stuck. They're making you feel insecure about moving forward. You really got to get a grip on that because you yourself right now are not in a very bad place. So you can think your way through things and create better environment for yourself if you choose to do so. Or you can sit here worrying and floundering about things and not doing anything because you're letting fears overwhelm you. My personal feeling is that you'll get over it and finally start moving forward. And take it slow. You don't have to go fast. Take it slow, but move. Do something. Don't just sit back and worry about things. All right. Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. You have the Queen of Pentacles reversed. You have the Queen of Wands upright. And you have the Five of Cups reversed. Wow. Wow. I have a real feeling here for you Aquarians, and I don't know how many of you are going to relate to this, but, you know, I feel here if people have been taking advantage of you and working you to death or just taking advantage of your good nature, for example, if you're a very easygoing boss and people are asking for too much time off, people are asking for more things, you know, certain people that are kind of needy, you know, you really ought to consider here and stand in your power. Stand in your power, set some boundaries if you need to, and shine. I mean, also, if you are a worker and management is the one that's taking advantage of you, it's time for you to stand in your power and show your skills to other employers and find a better job. To me, there's opportunities coming your way. This could be, you know, new employment for people who want to leave a draining work environment behind. It looks as though something may open up for you. So keep your eyes open and be ready to show them what you got. Good luck with that. All right, Pisceans, it's your turn. Sun, Moon, Rising. This reading's for you for the week ahead. All right. Well, you got the King of Pentacles reversed. Got the Ace of Wands reversed. And you got the Tower reversed. Oh boy, Pisces. You know, some of you just have not learned your lesson. You know, you've not learned your lesson. You've gotten lazy. You've let opportunities for growth and advancement, maybe a new career chance, pass you by. You've been very lazy about this, and you need to step up. You need to make some changes because, I mean, if you're doing this in your job, people are going to notice that you're not finishing what you started. You're not getting things off the ground in a timely manner, and it could cause a crisis. It could cause a crisis with a heavy learning lesson. And whether you take that in or not, that's up to you. But I think here you really got to get things organized. And that includes in your financial affairs as well. You know, you might get some bad news about an investment. And so you need to be able to pivot. You need to pay attention to what is going on right now so you don't make costly mistakes. Because some lessons are more costly than others. Good luck with that. That's all I have. And there's not much to say about our shows, but I do have a special change about our happy hour show because of an announcement we made at happy hour. It was wrong now. But I want to remind everybody about our shows. And, you know, later today, even though it's Memorial Day, we're going to be doing a live show from 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Come join us and get your questions answered. Get there early because we do tend to fill up. It's a holiday weekend. I don't know if it's going to be slow or not, but don't take your chances, okay? 2 to 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then on Wednesday is Mr. O's Goth Tarot, where you can find out about the shadow side of life. Come explore shadow issues with Mr. O. It's a video presentation that will come out at 8 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then on Thursday, we have our TFT After Dark show from 7 to 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, where again, we will answer your questions. But do get there early. We filled up last week, so we may do it again. You never know. And your best shot, if you really want your questions answered, get there early. Okay, and on Friday is Mr. O's Emotional Exchanges, where you can find out about love, romance, and interpersonal relationships, friendships, relations with your peers and colleagues, all of that. You can find out all of that at his show. That video presentation comes out at 7 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's good for your entire week ahead. So join him, and you can check out that video anytime. Then on Saturday, we have a schedule adjustment. We'll be doing happy hour at 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time again. I know that's going to disappoint some of our overseas people who come to the show, but Mr. O is working the morning shift that day, so we have to move it to 4 p.m. So this week, 4 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Saturday, come on and get your happy on. All right, that's it for everybody. That's all I have. Take care. I hope you have a prosperous and an easy, nice week ahead after this holiday break. And I hope to see you next time. Okay, bye-bye for now.